CJ Stroud played lights out in his rookie season in 2024, and I think he's going to be back for more in 2025. They've revamped his receiving room, added a nice new weapon in Stephon Diggs, brought in Joe Mixon, and they're only getting better. We're going to dive into some of his best plays from last season and break them down in all 22 to see exactly why he was so special. Yes, we've seen the TV copies, we've seen the highlight plays, but what are the little details in all of this that make him one of the top 5 quarterbacks in the league right now? We're going to get to it. We're going to start with Exhibit A here. So this is 3rd and 6. 3rd and 7. They're already up by 20 points or so, but I think they're up by 16 here. So what we're going to get here is an offsides TJ Watt, which they never call. That's going to be besides the point. 3rd and 7. You can ice the game right here. It's at the end of the game, and this is what they do. So they're going to get drop back, nice, easy, first hitch, resets. Look at this route and look at this ball placement. They're trying to sell a high cross here, and you can see his hips. He's trying to hunt up over here. He's going to take it on a high corner. CJ is going to see this safety with his hips this way. He's going to feel it, see it, and look at where he puts this ball when there's a corner and trail technique. Where only his guy can get it. I mean, that is a laser. That is a dart on the money, and Nico Collins is going to go do the rest. But watch this from the other view. And this is what I love. Again, 3rd down. It's going to be a 4-man rush. You know you have time. So you got to read it out. These guys are messing around. Are they going to come down and rob? Are they going to go vertical? Are they going to go here? You don't really know. So pre-snap and your first step of the drop, your eyes are going to be on these safeties. Where are they going? What are they doing? Okay. Right there, you know. He's going. He's coming down. Got these guys' eyes on him. 4-man rush. So he's going to take his drop. Sees the safety go. Gonna hitch, kind of reset, and it's man. So this would be a 3-step and a hitch typically. Takes a quick little reset because it's getting man coverage, trail technique, throwing off the timing of the route. Watch how he just flicks this. Like, he doesn't even need to like drive into this, big hitch into this like you see some of these guys. This is the flick of the wrist for CJ. Just whips it on a rope, perfect ball placement, sneaks over his shoulder, and it's everything that you need. Allows this guy to catch it in stride and go and get 6 and ice this game. And these are the types of throws that you saw from CJ all year long. It's the ball placement, keeping guys in stride that made good plays into great plays and changed their season. All right, now we got his next play. 3rd quarter, down by 7, ball on the 29-yard line. Fringe area, kind of the place you like to take shots. And this is what I love. Again, this is like midway through the season. They're already getting into a rhythm. He's kind of figuring out the NFL game. And this is where he really starts getting consistent and bursting onto the scene even more so. Watch this. We're going to get a 3-deep coverage here. 4 under, bunch to the boundary, kind of a tendency breaker, 4-man rush, nice and simple. TJ's going to drop back. He's going to give a little really wide base pump. It's all about like the shoulders here. It's not about like a big like pump, whatever. You just want to kind of move your shoulders, and sometimes they tell you to separate your hand from the ball. That's a big indicator to DBs that, oh wait, the quarterback might actually be throwing. So watch this. But he keeps a good base. This is what I love more than anything. It's a quick little reset just to get the DB to stutter his feet, and he's able to get back to his base so quickly and efficiently without having to hitch back into it. And he drives this ball from the 37-yard line all the way down in perfect stride to 5 deep in the back of the end zone. There's no room for error on this ball. Like you cannot miss. And it's not even like he beat the DB that bad. CJ just took a calculated risk. Look at where he's letting go this ball. The DB's still 4 yards deeper than the receiver. He can easily flip and get over, but CJ's going to put it in a spot where he knows his guy can get to it, wall him off, over the red line, outside shoulder, money. And the way that CJ Stroud throws from the pocket with a base is what makes him so dangerous, and it's why he's going to be able to be a good quarterback for so long in this league. He doesn't rely on his feet as a scrambler. He can win from the pocket consistently. Going to drop back, 1, 2, 3, nice easy tempo, drops his weight, shoulder shrugs, gets back to his base really quick, resets and throws. And that is a dime. Like, the margin for error in the NFL is so small. And the fact that CJ was doing this time and time again in his rookie year gives you so many things to be excited about if you're a CJ Stroud fan, if you're a Houston Texans fan, or if you're one of their receivers, because you're going to get fed this year. Now I want to talk about the next reason why he's him. You're down 37-33 with 10 seconds left. Ball 1st and 10. You have 2, maybe 3 shots to the end zone if the ball is up and down. But if you get a shot, you got to take it because the game's on the line. You can't just kick a field goal. You need to go get it if you have a space to win. Watch what he does here. Quick motion out. We're going to get to empty. Nobody really adjusts, so you know it's zone. They're playing 4 deep. This is probably going to end up being quarters. 3 under. Look, they're going to give you everything underneath. You can take your little 5-yard out. You could take your little 5-yard out. I don't know the timeout situation should have looked, but look, they're not going to let you in the end zone. But what do they do here? This is a great call. 1, by Bobby Slowick, their OC, and 2, by CJ Stroud being able to see it and rip it on time. So we get a 4-man rush. You have 1, 2, 3, 4 over here, over 3. You're going to get a switch release, Skinner, where this guy is your guy that has to win. He has to eat up his inside, pause, and take him. And then you're just trying to hold your eyes middle of the field, because if you look over here, this guy is going to pass him off to this safety who can come and rob quarters. And look at the timing. Look at, again, the same thing that we keep seeing with CJ Stroud. He's able to reset and gather with a base without having to hitch big into throws, and also keep the velocity that you need to hit these tight window spots 20 to 30 yards downfield. Watch him. Quick hitch, reset. I say balls out because he's releasing his hands before the receiver's out of his break. His right foot's down, he's sticking, he's crossing face. CJ's already taken into account that he has turned his hips to attach to him. And look at where he delivers this ball. Money. Up top, big face, upfield shoulder. I mean, you love seeing it. And that's for the game. Like, CJ Stroud is doing this type of stuff in his rookie year. Empty, clear it out. Got your 4-man rush. You know right now, he's going to switch release. You got the guy that pull. Your eyes are right here. If he flips his hips or attaches it all, you have to be ready with your feet to deliver and trust your outside receiver way over here that he's going to cross face and win big. What's he do? He's looking left, knowing he's going right, because it's going to pull him over here, and it's going to keep this safety's eyes over here so that he cannot then attach and he cannot fall off. Like, every little bit matters. His eyes are down to the left to start. Now look, now they're still down the middle. He's starting to pull him back a little bit. He sees right here, gets into his first hitch, sees this safety start to flip his hips, puts it up and away. Doesn't need a big hitch. He's able to throw the base, flip his hips, and look at the ball location here. I mean, that is money, and he is doing this time and time again. He did it all rookie year. He's got young receivers, young studs. They added Stephon Diggs to it. I mean, they've got a lot they're cooking with, and it's because he's willing to cut the ball loose, and he trusts his guys, and he trusts his OC. We've seen it in the air, now we're going to see it in the ground, and this is what makes him so great. He's such a good decision maker. So again, we get into these empty sets, which cleans the defense up a lot. 4 down, they got their little underneath coverage, their over top coverage. Guys are communicating. I'll be talking a little in and out. Let's see what they do. They're going to quick snap it. So when you quick snap it, you're not able to necessarily read the whole defense, but you know there's going to be guys out of alignment. So you drop back, eyes down the middle of the field, and you start to process. Cut the field in half. You have 4 over here for 3. You have 3 over 2 down here. This is not the best spot to go to, so you're going to keep your eyes up top. Drops back, sees it, splits, starts parting ways. Resets, sees a gap in the pocket. Look, they've covered it. They got everything covered. He's helping to attach. They're all communicating. This guy's on his back, and this is where CJ gets dangerous, especially in the red zone. Like, he's not a run-first guy at all. He's not a run-first guy by any means, but he's able to get loose when he needs to, and this is what makes good red zone quarterbacks. These are guys like Brock Purdy, where, yeah, he's not the fastest guy in the league, but he's definitely more than capable of getting anything he needs with his legs, and the defense had the perfect coverage dialed up. They lost their integrity in their rush lanes. Right here, this was the problem. He got swooped in too much, and he wasn't able to pull around and stop him right there. CJ feels it, man. He's got such good feel for the game, and he also trusts his coaching. And now he's going to be a baller. He's going to make plays. CJ can do it all, and he's going to be doing it all for a really long time. You can see it from his point of view a little bit better. Watch how this plays out. Drops back, eyes this way, feels him go. He's pushing. Damn, you feel a lane. 2 hands on the ball, which is great. Tucks it, keeps it safe. Easy touchdown. It's going to be a good year for him. All right, now with this one. This is what I love too. Going to drop back from under center. First hitch, tries it, not there. Swallowed up. Now he's going to get into scramble drill. He's got some extra time. But again, they got guys covered. Yeah, he could check it down here. That's fine. But I like that he has the ability to go make plays, and he's going to stretch this thing out as long as he can. Gonna get out. Oh, look at this reaction here. And this, again, this ties back to that he can throw with a narrow base. He can throw without having to hitch into anything super big. He's got natural arm talent that he doesn't need his entire body to generate enough force. And watch this. Puts on the brakes, reactive throws, while keeping his eyes downfield. How many guys do we see, as soon as they get to this point and a guy shows face, his eyes are not downfield anymore. They're on this guy. He sees a low safety. This is a pylon route now at this point in the scramble drill. Sees underneath coverage. But again, you have to know that you're not going to be able to hitch into this. You got to get this ball out with enough velocity to carry probably 50 yards. Because if you get hit while you throw this, or you don't get enough on it, this ball is going to be picked. There's a lot of danger. So you got to be perfect. Let's see if he's able to be perfect. We already know he is because it's on this highlight tape. Drives the ball downfield over 50 yards, up and away from the underneath defender. And watch this next view. This is where it gets crazy. Under center, comfortable. He tries pulling the safety this way to rip a post. That's what we were seeing pre-snap. Shit, it's not there. Feels something in his lap. It's not there. Let's get into scramble. Quickly resets, backside, knows what his deal is, eyes downfield. Oh wait, this guy comes up from being on the ground being cut. Okay, let me go rip it right here. Flip my hips, get everything I can into this. Also, watch his wrist. Watch how his wrist goes up and away across his face right here at the very end. Right there. That little flick release up high is what allows this ball to carry. Some nuance to this stuff. And look at that dime. I mean, like, these are game-changing plays that he's making week in and week out. All right, now let's talk divisional opponent. You're down 10 at this point, I believe. Now you got to go make plays. They're dropping 8. What does that tell you? You only have a 3-man rush. If your 5 guys can block up 3, you're going to have time to survey, scan, find the open space, see what you need to do. So there's no rush here. Look at him. He's playing with no rush. He's just waiting for an open receiver to come through. I would like to see him come back to the ball right here. That's an easy spot to win, but that's okay. Nobody's open. Nobody's open. Now let's go make plays. Oh, let's go scramble. Like, these are some... Like, if this was Pat Mahomes, man, we'd be talking about this forever. I don't know if I saw enough of this on ESPN and whatnot when we were rolling through that week, but CJ has the ability to make all these plays. Watch this back end right here. Watch how he's able to just quickly react and reset to throw. He's an athletic thrower. Like, look at this contortion on his body right here. Get this ball back across behind him while rolling left. People don't realize how hard these throws are. With the flick of the wrist, watch how smooth he gets his hips around on this. To get it back behind, I mean, that's money, man. That's money. Those are game-changing plays, and that's how you win divisions. All right, now we're going to talk about gotta-have-it games. They barely snuck into the playoffs this year. They had a rough stretch at the beginning of the season. They won some, they lost some. They won some, they lost some. But CJ Stroud was consistently showing up. And just like this, first play of the game, big play fake, big hitch into it. It's going to get hit while he lets go of it, and he's got a guy. He's got a guy with 2 steps. And what does he do? Gets hit on the 18-yard line, delivers this ball all the way downfield to the 22, where he catches this and sparks them off right in a huge game to get them to the playoffs. I mean, this was massive, man. Watch it from this view. This will really let you appreciate it. So first play of their game, got a big hard play action. I like that he feels this pressure. Soft, slight slides to this part of the pocket. Gets his big hitch now because he's gonna need. He's throwing the ball 60 plus yards. Knows he's gonna get hit. And he's gonna let it go. And he's going to put it right where his guy gets it in stride. I mean, that's just, this is some special stuff that you're seeing out of him. And I don't even think he played as good as he could last year. And he still was one of the best quarterbacks in the league fundamentally. And he's doing things that just let you know he has it. All right, we're going to wrap this thing up with one of the most impressive plays that I saw last year, which was in the playoffs against the big, bad Cleveland Browns defense, and he absolutely dismantled them, and I loved seeing it. So right here, you're going to get a 2-high shell, you're getting stack here, you're getting man-to-man here, you're probably getting some sort of 11 robber, maybe, get man here most likely man here. You're going to get probably some sort of robber, maybe they'll go 2-man, who knows, but you're going to get man and blitz, most likely because you're seeing these odd fronts. So he's going to drop back. Oh, now you see him creeping. Quick motion out. It's his drop back. This guy is going to come down and rob. You're going to get this little rush here. He's going to try to probably rush and force the back to stay in protection instead of get out on a route. CJ is going to drop back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're running a little whip concept over here. First hitch, doesn't have it. Going to reset back, and this is just nasty. They had this drawn up. Whip with your eyes, feeling like you're going to get this safety to cut with this high cross because your eyes are down this way. I'd imagine they had this cooked up, and Bobby Slowick told him exactly what to do. Gonna drop back, first hitch. Got him on the hitch, got him to bite. A little lean weave post, and look at CJ flick this ball with someone absolutely drilling him in the face. And look at where this ball carries to. Obviously, an amazing catch, but the willingness as a passer that we saw out of him time and time again to not go haywire, not lose his feet in the midst of just some crazy shit. I mean, this is a pretty complex thing that they're asking him to do. So 5 and a hitch, get him to drive, reset here, but you know you want him to attach, and they got a double move off this pump. And CJ knows we got him. We just have to hold on for as long as we can. And boy, is it coming. And he does this time and time again. And I know he didn't get hit hard here, but he doesn't know that he's not going to get absolutely blasted. And his just willingness to throw as a thrower, I know he missed this a little bit behind, and that was a crazy catch by Nico Collins, but it's this stuff that shows up every single time. Every single game you see something like this come out of him, and you're like, damn, is it ever going to get old? And it just doesn't. And then I know this one isn't a touchdown either, but we could not forget this one. This play was nasty. And again, crucial game, critical game. They needed to have it, and this is what they were cooking with. 4-man rush again. I don't know why the Browns thought they were just going to 4-man rush and not bring pressure, and CJ wasn't going to be able to read the field and get to his guys, but he was going through all his progressions, man. First read wasn't there. They're in the window. Fine, move on. What does he get to? Second read, not there. They're attaching. Fine. He gets all the way back to his final read up this sideline, knowing that they like to collect on these seam balls in this cover 3 look. He was going to drop him in the flat, and look at where his eyes go right away. As soon as he realizes that they collect. Bam, I saw this in film. I know I got him up the sideline. Quick reaction. This one does it justice on this side. So we got 1 not there, 2 not there. Feels the pressure from this backside right here getting walled off, and he knows he has a guy. He knows he has a soft part of the pocket, and to keep his eyes downfield, slight shuffle, and do whatever he has to do to get this ball off, this is damn impressive, man. Quick shuffle, Air Jordan up the sideline, over the shoulder. Hell of a catch, by the way. And it's just like these little things show up, and until you realize like what's happening behind the line of scrimmage, how he's making that come to life and still being accurate as shit without having everything fundamentally going on right around him, it just makes these throws even more impressive when you start putting all this into context. And then finally, to put the icing on the cake, a West Coast classic, a little Ralph break throwback. Nice and easy, wide open to a tight end for the tug. I wanted to throw that in there because this play makes me happy. But you can see, man, CJ Stroud can do everything. He can be fundamentally sound. He can play off script. He can throw with every arm angle. He can throw from a narrow base, short base, wide base, people in his lap. It doesn't matter. CJ Stroud can do everything that he's asked to do in this league and some, and he's putting his own stamp on it. And he's got a squad that's getting geared up in that AFC South to make a run. And I don't know, man. It feels like they might be starting a little bit of a dynasty in the South, and I'm excited to see how it plays out.